But anyway, mate, yeah, that's how my 3-week cruise around the Mediterranean went with the Easter Bunny and Post Malone. But we are back. Welcome to Radio Rig. We're live. How's your week been, mate? How are you doing?
Yeah, it's been good. Yeah, I think we spoke last time. It was Wednesday or Thursday, and then we had the meet up on Saturday, which was very nice. So yeah, we had plenty of clients seeing them in person. It was a very, very good day. The only thing was we had to go to Nando's rather than Five Guys, which I don't think everyone was too happy about. But it was it was a trek to Five Guys, and parking and getting there was just going to be a nightmare. So yeah, Nando's it was, which was still very enjoyable. But yeah, it was great to see everyone in person. I think we both had a few people that are single-digit weeks out from shows, which is always good to see them in person. But yeah, it was a good time. I think everyone enjoyed it. Had plenty of messages off the back of it. Katie stayed as well that weekend, so she was here dying because she's 3 weeks out, and I didn't realise she's like us. She won't tell me when she's in the bin. She's like, "Oh, I'll just crack on and do it." And then she came here, and I was like, "Oh shit, you need to take some time off." I was like, "Christ."
In fairness, she's near enough ready from when we looked at her. Because I don't see her checking until you fully coach her yourself.
Yeah.
And, you both have done a pretty stellar job, to be fair. Because yes, it's your partner, but it's also your first time coaching her as an athlete. And so to be ready 3 weeks early is pretty good going, mate. That's solid. But I enjoyed my Nando's personally. I used to be an avid Nando's hater.
You didn't like it?
It was just I used to despise it. But it's not that I didn't like it. It's just that I wasn't willing to spend that kind of money on chicken and rice.
Yeah.
No, it's lovely. It's great chicken and rice.
Yeah, I was the same. I remember going out with my mates one time, and they were like, "Oh, we'll go to Nando's." I was like, "Right, fine. I'll bring my meal prep then, because I'm not spending money on food that I'm literally. Yeah. I eat chicken and rice anyway, so I'm not paying for it." But yeah, no, what sauce did you get? Medium hot or hot extra hot?
What's it called? Peri Tamer, the barbecue one.
What on your chicken? It was that.
Yeah.
Is that that's the mild one? You don't get any sort of.
I can't do spice, mate.
No.
Nah, definitely not, mate. No.
That's poor. Yeah.
Zero spice.
At least it's not lemon and herb, because if you get that, sort yourself out.
Peri Tamer is probably as mild as that. It's just barbecue flavour. It is really good. Even if I like spice, I'd probably still get that. But it's just nice. It's
I didn't even know they did that one.
I'll try you next time you're there. I think you'll be converted, mate.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, I'm that bad with spice. If something's a little bit too peppery, I don't like it.
Peppery?
Yeah, if it's a strong pepper taste, can't do it, mate.
No.
Yeah, not cut out for that.
Yeah. So how was your week? And did you get up to anything else?
Pretty good. Had a completely pointless trip to London, which I think we touched on last podcast because I filmed after that. We have discussed this. Filming 2 podcasts a week when it's just us, not viable. We do not do enough in our lives. So plan moving forwards. Next episode, we've got guests on for the first time, and that means guests plural, right? So take your guesses down below and look forward to that episode. But yeah, hopefully we can get a guest ep and a normal ep once a week, probably pushing it to that every single week. So on the weeks where it is just us, we'll probably just do 1 podcast a week, because then it'll be slightly more exciting, there'll be a bit more to talk about. Unless you just would prefer, unless you guys ask better questions that we can actually fill an episode with questions, then we can do 2 pods a week. But until then, it's going to be probably 1 pod of just us a week, and then hopefully a guest step every other week, let's say.
Yeah.
As
but
well.
if people leave down topics for top 10 topics, we'll try and do those within those episodes. So put down top 10, like we do in the top 10 blokes and women. Put down whatever, and we'll try and we'll sift through and see what ones we want to do.
Since we were trying to think of some before, I have thought of some better ones. I hadn't written them down though, so now I've forgotten about them.
Brilliant.
But we'll get to that anyway. But yes, as for the rest of my week, I had a haircut, and now this sounds like dire chat to everybody listening, but there is a reason I brought this up, right? So Harry went to university in Sheffield, and obviously he used to get a haircut. Believe it or not, he did actually used to get a haircut in Sheffield. Random barbers. I always got my haircut in Sheffield. I asked Josh Croggan, one of my good pals, to suggest a barber when I moved here. So I went and got my haircut at Josh's barber. My barber about 2 years ago now left that shop originally and started his own shop with his mate from a different barbershop that I never knew. And I've been getting my haircut there for 2 years at this new shop. When Harry moved back up here, I was like, oh, Harry, mate, just come to my barber, like, their class, whatever. Because, like, a few of us get our haircuts there. It just made sense. So Harry went in. And you actually recognised his mate, didn't you?
Yep. I knew straight away. I was like, because I didn't know who Isaac was. I didn't know what he looked like. So I was like, but I also forgot the other guy's name. So like, is that going to be him? Cut my hair again. But, yeah, it was.
But anyway, so basically, Harry used to get his hair cut by my barber's best mate, who then he opened a shop with.
Yeah.
So it's like, Harry went into my barber shop now to get his hair cut by my barber, whilst his old barber was just sat across the room, cut someone else's hair, because it's also his barber shop.
Yeah.
So that was just a very weird full circle. It probably doesn't sound that crazy, but there is quite a few barbers in Sheffield.
But also,
weird.
On that topic, the Isaac, who cuts our hair, used to live in this building.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is very strange.
Yeah, how weird is that?
That is very strange. Yeah,
so
it's
it's
crazy.
It's just mental. So.
Drop the postcode, mate. What building is it? Let everybody know so they can all come and knock on your door. No, that is mental. So, yeah, really weird. Full circle moment.
Yeah.
On that apartment room, mate, how's it been in the heat?
Brutal, horrible. Yeah, I'm like, I had to. I sit on my sofa and I'm dripping. Like the sofa, I have to move to the other side of the sofa because it's just wet. It's horrible. So I had to like move the fan that's in my room for when I go to bed. I've moved it in here, so it's normally down there if it gets too hot. So just like blow it at my feet, so it's like my feet are nice and cold, so the rest of me gets a bit cooler. But I was actually like, because I was shaving my body the other day, but it was hot, so I shaved one leg. But I was sweating so much, I couldn't do the other. So I just had to have one hairless leg while I waited for myself to cool down.
Do you ever debate just getting in the shower and like proper wet shaving everywhere?
I've thought about it, yeah. But last time I did it, I got like just a rash everywhere. So I didn't do it. Yeah. I've tried Veet as well, but that just didn't work. Like the hair just doesn't come off.
This is a nice story, actually. Right, I lived at home, obviously, in my young years of bodybuilding. Went through many different ways of removing body hair. Shaved for a little while in the off season, as you do, and I don't know why. Like, if you are a bodybuilder, just don't do this. I thought, let's use hair removal cream for the first time the 2 days before my tan for my show.
Oh, brilliant!
Never used it before. Didn't do a patch test. Just thought, fuck it, it's only a bit of hair removal cream. What's the worst that can happen? Weirdly, it actually worked relatively well. Thanks to my mum for helping me do my back. Nothing like hair removal cream, your 19-year-old son who wants to bodybuild. But the worst part was I did read the instructions, but it nowhere said don't put it on your nipples. So I just covered my whole front in hair removal. I was like, I'll just get this on. You put it on, you leave it for 5 minutes, and you like scrape it off in the shower. So I just covered my whole front and didn't like go around my nipples. Oh, they were sore. Just basically cooked my nipples and then had to get spray tan on them whilst they were still cooked, which just wasn't very pleasant.
No.
So I just burnt my nipples off, basically.
When I did that, I had I read the packet because that's what you're meant to do before you put it on. And I went round them, but I did get a little bit on. I was like, oh, that does sting. So if you've actually just like lathered it on your nipples, that's
I left on for way too long as well because I thought like 5 minutes it's pretty easy to cover my whole body. So I did like, right, let's do my legs. Then we'll move up, and then I'll do my arms, and then when I get in the shower to scrape it off, I'll start with my legs and do it in reverse order by that. Probably ended up being on my nipples for about 10 minutes, just fully just burnt the shit out of them.
I always left it on like 10, 15 minutes because 5 minutes just never did anything. But then on 15 minutes, nothing happened again. So I was like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but because some people swear by it. Some people do it all the time. It works fine, but I don't know what it was. It just didn't work.
My skin's quite delicate though.
Oh,
I'm quite to the point that if I get the wrong like fabric softener or like washing powder on my clothes, it gives me issues, mate. Used to on my school shirts as a kid. If my mum used a different washing, I'd be like, it's fucking me up again, mum. I have to go back to the normal one. Even now, Em bought a different one once, and I was like, fuck, it just doesn't like something's bothering me. Turns out she changed washing powder.
Nice.
Yeah, take all the steroids you want, still get fucked up by some washing powder, mate. So it's not great.
On the topic of like your mum helping you get ready for your show, my sister's going to hate me for this, but because I tanned myself my first season.
Yes, I remember because it went very badly wrong.
Yeah, and the second half of my season, I was single, so I didn't have a girlfriend to come and help me. So yeah, my youngest sister had to put tan on my back, which was an experience for her, I'm sure. So yeah, I'm sure she's going to hate me for saying that, but she's not going to listen to this, so that's fine. But yeah,
that's an experience. I've done your tan as well.
Yeah, you don't mind, yeah, but
didn't do it very well.
That was the first show, wasn't it? Where I was like,
yeah, you actually lost that show because of your tan, and I put your tan on. So it's kind of on me, that one.
Yeah, because I remember
we did it.
Yeah, go on.
Like I drove over to yours. This when you still lived in your uni flat.
Yeah.
And drove over, did it the night before, and we drove down the next day to the show. We got there, and I was looking at you thinking, fucking hell, you're a bit pale here, lad. Then we just go find some disabled toilet, start trying to put more on like an hour before you're on stage. And obviously it has time to like soak in and stuff. It just was not soaking in at all.
No.
And then you were like incredibly pale.
Yeah. Yeah, so we learned from that and then just like lathered like 2 or 3 coats of base coat on and then a top coat. Because that's just what I needed, I think. So yeah.
Yeah, it's mental because when I did my own tan, I've done my own tan for a few shows. It is a bit easier, I think, but you know. It's coordinating someone who's confident enough to like put it on at all these like international shows nowadays. I'm just like, I'll just pay for the tan. Whatever. Yeah, but like back then, yeah, one base coat and one top coat, and I'd be like, sound.
Wow.
So I figured like one base coat for you and then 2 top coats if we need it.
Yeah. I
think we ended up doing about 6 or 7 on you, and it just
it was bad.
Didn't stick.
No.
So yeah, that is crazy. So yeah, if you are going to take something from this, don't burn your nipples off with hair removal cream, and if you're doing your own tan, maybe test first, or just at least give yourself enough time to where you can just apply more on.
Yep.
Because we didn't, and it didn't go very well.
Yeah, and it does affect the look and the placings to a degree. So
we also learned that one.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was. I always pay for. I tell my clients like pay for tanning now because I'd rather because they're going to do it right because it's on them and like it's a big reflection of their. So,
I think also if you are new to competing, just pay for it. Yeah. I think if you've done, because I only started doing my own tan after I've probably done 7 or 8 shows, so I knew the colour I kind of needed to be and all of that. I knew the formalities. It wasn't new. I think if you are relatively new to competing, just doing it yourself without someone who's at least done it numerous times is a little bit challenging and a bit of an unnecessary stress, shall we say.
Yeah.
Talking of stress, I currently don't have a kitchen.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
At all. The entire kitchen is in a skip on my front drive, which is nice.
How's cooking in the bathroom?
Yeah. Mum doing my washing up in my bathtub. We're getting a new dishwasher. So the old dishwasher was going. So I took the racks out of the dishwasher, and I've got a dishwasher rack in my bathtub.
Right. Okay.
On. Yeah. So my bath's now my dishwasher, and I actually got a drying rack outside as well. Just because I thought, if it's a really hot day, I'll just put the stuff out there. It can dry out there. You know, a bird might shit on my clean plate, but it'll dry quick because the sun.
Hygienic, yeah.
It's probably more hygienic than my washing it up. Em always shouts at me because I just think bit of cold water. Even my parents used to shout. I am probably the issue here because when I lived at home, my parents would tell me off. Now Em tells me off. There is a theme. But like, if I was just eating a bowl of rice pudding, a little bit of water, swirl it around with a brush, and it's clean. It just is clean.
Yeah.
Like there may be a little bit of like cream rice at the side or whatever, but it's near enough. Cream rice is going back in it in 2 hours.
Exactly.
So
that's what I think. Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. Spoon, just brush it off. As long as there's nothing clearly on there, it's good to go.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Dry it on your t-shirt, put it in the rack, done.
Yeah, I'm the same, but I don't have anyone to tell me off, so I get away with it.
Yeah. The joys, mate. How Harry's checking today sent to me. Sleep's been bit warm, and Katie's been round, and I don't like sharing a bed. Sound, mate. Yeah. Cheers.
Yeah. Well. Right. Yeah, because I got one night I got woken up in the night by her from her tapping me saying, "You've taken the duvet. I'm freezing cold." She's like, she was shivering on the other side of the bed. I had all the duvet. I was like, "All right, fine."
We don't even sleep with the duvet in the summer.
No,
can't do it because when you go to Europe, you probably had it in Barcelona. You don't have a duvet cover. You just have a sheet.
Yeah.
We just bought a sheet, so we've just got like a thin sheet that we just put on the bed in summer, and then we'll put a duvet on it in winter.
Yeah, I've done that before, but I just used the duvet cover as the sheet.
Yeah, we used to, and then we thought it's a bit sad looking this.
Yes,
It's also easy just to wash and dry because you're not got 2 layers together. So,
But the nice thing about like Barcelona or like going away, they have AC in the hotels. So like,
I am probably going to put aircon in this house, I think.
Yeah.
But just like midwinter when it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Because I found it mental that new builds don't have AC put in them straight away.
Yeah. I just don't think it's because most of the year it's not necessarily. It's like a month of the year.
It's more than a month now. It's been like June, July, August, third of the year.
But like I prefer sleeping with like a big duvet on me. But like I like being cold.
Exactly. When I go to a hotel, it's great. AC to the absolute lowest it will go, and then I'm freezing under the duvet and like warmed up.
Did your thing in London go to 5 degrees or not? I think you said
I set it to 5.
Yeah,
and it was pretty cold when you woke up, but it didn't feel any different when you said it's like 16 or whatever the lowest it goes to. Yeah. So, because like 5 degrees, is that not like a fridge?
Oh yeah, that is a fridge. Yeah.
It's like it probably wasn't that cold. No. There wasn't condensation on the outside of my water when I walked out the room. So no, it didn't subtly. But if it did, that'd have been beautiful.
Yeah,
I think 16 is the lowest it will go to. It probably did nothing. It's probably just like some fake screen they put in because it wasn't the nicest hotels. It just get the job done for the night. I'll go back to London tomorrow.
Yeah.
For another checkup. That'll be a really fun trip on the train.
Is that just a day thing? Not staying over?
Just I think my appointment's at like 3 or something, so train at like midday and then back up after.
Okay.
But I've also got the kitchen being delivered tomorrow in boxes and literally have nowhere to put it. So I had to empty the entire kitchen. So it's like there was just stuff everywhere. You don't really we only moved into this house 7 or 8 months ago. There's just so much crap everywhere. I'm sure, you've been to my house. We have supplements everywhere. Yeah. And then the supplements I'm using just end up, on the side somewhere. Mm-hmm. So actually, the stuff in the cupboards, I'll never touch it. It could be, in the garage or something, but... Yeah, it is a mess. So
it doesn't get touched until Katie comes round and robs it all.
I took a load to Ultraflex today. All that stuff on the desk was just left there.
Was that from you, was it? I thought it was.
Yeah, it's just stuff from the kitchen that we just don't need. It's like protein matcha. It's not sure I want that.
No.
So, guys, if you sign up to Ultraflex, not only do you get pretty good kit, you also occasionally, may get some supplements. Mm. I say occasionally because I don't do it very often, but,
Have you decided where you're going to put it yet or not? The kitchen?
No, I genuinely haven't. I don't know. I'm not here. I'm in London. It's Em's problem to deal with. There'll be a little bit in the garage. Yeah. Most of it will probably have to go in the living room.
Yeah.
And then the massive, apparently there's 4 metre or 4 foot, probably 4 foot, 4 metres quite big, 4 foot just counter surfaces like quartz worktops. They're just going to have to go in the hallway down the side of the stairs. So it is going to be you have to crawl everywhere.
Yeah.
But the kitchen's like a bomb site. There's just nothing in there.
Yeah.
And then down the far, it is an absolute mess, and it's a bit painful.
Because are the builders done now, ripping out? It's all done, just ready to go in, or is
everything's out? They've plastered it, and there was holes everywhere. And apparently, it's lucky my house didn't burn down because the guy that used to live here was an electrician, so I thought everything was pretty well done.
Yeah,
he'd got an induction hob that was a really powerful one, and then just plugged it into a main switch, which they were saying is a big no.
Oh right.
And they're surprised the house hadn't burnt down. Now I think the only reason it hadn't, just because I don't cook anything unless it's in an air fryer or a rice cooker or a microwave.
Yeah.
So actually, my bodybuilding probably saved this house from a fire.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good. But no, they fixed all that, fixed loads of wiring and plastered everything. So then they'll I assume they're back tomorrow at 8 a.m. They're here for 2 and a bit weeks. So I don't know, mate. I know absolutely nothing. All I know is that Em went down there after they'd been and we had a load of new plug sockets put in, so we've got more double plugs everywhere just to plug in all the air fryers and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like the plug sockets.
No.
So now I have to replace 15 plug sockets.
Brilliant.
And they're not cheap. I hadn't realised. They're a cheap one you could maybe get for £4, but she doesn't like the cheap ones. No. All the others, they start at about £15 per one. Some of them are £25.
Yeah. What colour are you going for?
Well, I don't know. I'd be quite happy with just white ones personally. But I'd actually, funny enough, quite like the ones that are currently on the wall and working and paid for already. They're great. But no, there'll probably have to be some different ones. I don't know.
That's not how life works, unfortunately.
No, I did spend I had £200 on some Philips Hue lights.
Oh yeah. 2
strip lights, and it was but but not a lot of lights. I think 3 light bulbs and 3 strip lights.
They're expensive, they are.
And it's like,
Yeah.
probably don't care about that much.
No.
The light switch on the wall will work just fine.
Yeah.
Now it's on my phone instead. Great.
They are cool when you can tell Siri to turn them on.
Yeah, but I've not got a tablet to do that.
Use
Like,
your phone. Your phone.
Yeah, but like, you know, like those tablets on the side in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Those like home pods.
Yeah.
I was looking at them, but I was like, I'm never going to use it. I'm going to spend 80 quid on it, and I'm never going to use it.
Yeah.
It's just going to sit there. Because even that TV I've got on the wall in the kitchen, I watch stuff on my phone. I've got the massive like 50-inch TV on the wall with a soundbar. I will still sit there. I can't see, mate.
I've got a HomePod Mini there.
Do you? Oh.
Yeah.
No, but I'll still sit there. I won't turn the TV on. I'll just put my phone there and like prop it up against my water bowl.
Yeah.
And just watch that instead. So it's like, I probably don't need this.
Yeah.
So I've held off from buying it for now, which is actually quite responsible, I think, for once.
Yeah.
Not impulsive. But no, the kitchen's a state, and being disabled temporarily with one arm is difficult for cooking and stuff. Mm-hmm. Then you're trying to cook without a kitchen. I got back from the gym, was pretty ravenous. Walk in the kitchen, there's 3 or 4 really manly blokes in there. I'm like, you're right, lads. Just gonna make my post-workout rice pudding, walk over, just to my kettle that's on the floor in the corner, press it, nothing happens. Press it again, still nothing happens. Ah, fuck, they've got the power off because they're doing electrics. And I was just like, right, microwave rice it is. Oh, fuck, the microwave.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a bleak post-workout.
Nice.
And that is life at the minute, mate.
Just got 4. So I could just imagine those 3 blokes just watching you like sprinkle your frozen raspberries on your rice pudding.
Didn't even get the opportunity to, mate. Couldn't even boil the kettle. But one thing I'm excited for with this new kitchen, we're getting a boiling tap put in.
Oh yeah.
No need for a kettle. Instant rice pudding, mate.
It's good, isn't it? Yeah.
Instant. I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's gonna be life changing.
That is a luxury that I don't have anymore. We did have one at home.
That's where I got it from as well.
Yeah.
The ones that put me on it.
But I don't even have a kettle.
Do you know how much they are, them boiling taps?
No, I don't want to
Take
know.
a guess. How much do you reckon for a tap?
The cooker ones.
Cooker, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. They're like 300 quid.
1,500 quid.
Jesus Christ.
That's mental, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is mental.
That's expensive. Yeah.
1,500 quid on a tap.
Yeah. My mate's got one who does it does hot water, cold water, boiling hot water, and sparkling water.
That's what I've got.
Is it all you've got?
I fucking despise sparkling water. But I was like, I'm spending the money, give me the option. Like, I'm going to get it. I just thought, like, in prep, maybe I'd get into sparkling water.
See, I like sparkling water.
Well, when you come around, mate, help yourself. Knock yourself out, mate. I'll have a... It's a CO2 canister, isn't it, that you have to put in on.
I think so, yeah.
But yeah, the cooker one, I think... To be fair, I think I only had the option to get that one because I wanted the one you can like pull out and like move to do the washing up.
Oh, right, yeah.
So that I can get a better angle just to spray some water on my rice pudding and call it a day. And I think that one, that's the boiling tap with the movable thing, is sparkling water as well. So
okay.
I'm definitely going to be like deep in prep and accidentally put sparkling water in my rice pudding instead of boiling water.
That'll be funny.
Sparkling rice pudding. Did I tell you I did that at FIBO in 2025? Like not this year's FIBO, last year's FIBO.
No.
So the ESN had the massive hall. This is just before Raw had been bought by the parent company. So Chris and all those lot were there as well from Raw and Revive. Yeah. Seabum, not Chris, Seabum. And like there was a special room. There was 2 rooms backstage. Like ESN had the whole expo hall. You've been to, you know how big FIBO was. There was like an influencer hall, and then there was another bit, like an influencer backstage area, and then there was another bit for like, they said it was like bodybuilders. I don't know the difference, but like Wesley, James, myself were in there, everything like that. Chris, Dom, and all the super important people would come in and out occasionally. And we're just in this smaller bit, and I'm just there, sat there with like my manager, and I think Wesley was in there at the time as well. And in Europe, obviously, sparkling water was a massive thing. And the water bottles always look really deceiving. Yeah. So what you'd think is still water is actually sparkling. Yeah. And I was trying to make up an ISO clear in between. And obviously, clear way, right? ISO clear. it foams up a lot and builds a bit of pressure itself anyway. You can see where this is going. I put sparkling water in the shaker. Didn't realise it was sparkling still because I was like talking or whatever. Then I put the ISO clear in. Then I just start shaking it, and then like literally within like 3 seconds, whole lid explodes off. Like the ice clear hadn't mixed yet, so it's sticky, wet, clumpy, I'm talking everyone all over the ceiling. And obviously, it's a temporary build, so it's like a cardboard wall.
Yeah.
So everything, just the whole thing is destroyed. My Travises, like the old pair, they had all the marks over it. That was the Clearway, just stained and destroyed them. And this, my whole T-shirt, like everything was covered in Clearway in this like super like expensive backstage area with all like the really important people.
Done.
I'm just stood there head to toe covered in Clearway, just destroyed everything. So yeah, carbonated water and Clearway doesn't go well, mate. So
No, that doesn't sound good.
I'll try it again. Brand new kitchen. I was like, hey, I'm gonna just shake this for me, Em. Just shake this quick, and then if it explodes, it's on her. Talking of interesting concoctions, my what it's worth for you this week.
Okay.
This is a good one. I'm quite proud of this one.
All right.
How much for your entire off season? You can only drink warm pints for your intra workout. No water, no intra, like literally just warm pints, and you have to drink it out of a pint glass and carry it around with you. Just carry around a pint with you. You can get it branded though. You can have like a full bore.
Oh, thanks.
Pint glass.
Yeah. Code HB for your Madry. Intra-workout Madry.
Madry. But like, I feel like an actual nice, crisp, like cool pint wouldn't be. It'd be pretty bad, but it wouldn't be awful. But a warm pint is just there's nothing enjoyable about it.
No. I mean, I'm not like I'm not a beer drinker anyway. I won't drink. That's not what I go
Drink
for.
cider.
Cider, yeah.
That explains a lot, mate.
Yeah, that's what I got. Cider or a cocktail. So you can make your judgments of me now.
Cocktail, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Cocktail's a great choice.
That's disgusting. My entire off season.
Yeah.
So when I'm like hating food, I've got.
There's nothing. Mate, you're telling me you don't want to finish a grueling set of Cybex hack squat, walk over to catch your breath, and just have a nice sip on a warm pint.
God, we'll go. Yeah, what, year and a half of that? 5 times.
It's basically a year and a half of throwing up every leg day, is what it is.
That's going to be 500k. That's a lot because that's not enjoyable. I think that's the most I've ever said on here, and there's a reason for that. That's yeah. What about you?
£2.50 and I'll do it if I have to. If I have to, mate. Crog Dog would love that as well, Josh. Josh would be all over that. No, that is absolutely vile. If I said you could mix your EAs into it, would that change the answer?
No, it'd make it higher.
You don't want some sour green apple EAs mixed into your warm Madry?
God, that would be disgusting. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Yeah, 500k for that one, I think, is fair. It's fair enough.
I did think of that. There's nothing worse.
Right, my one for you is it's your birthday. You've got to go to a packed out restaurant with tables close together. You got to go on your own as well, and then you've got to ask the waiter to sing happy birthday to you.
Oh, hell yeah. It's my birthday soon, mate. I have to do this in 3 weeks. What establishment are we talking?
See, this is what I was thinking about. I think I'm going to go Nando's just because, like, bottom of the barrel, like, not a fancy restaurant, just like.
Especially now with school holidays being on and kids are in there.
It's a busy evening as well.
Yeah. You also got to think about the staff. Like, nothing against Nando's, but especially the one in Rotherham at Parkgate, it is horrific.
Oh, really?
I don't think they're going to sing Happy Birthday with much enthusiasm.
No.
And that's going to make me feel even more sad.
But they're all. There's like 5 of them stood around your table, drearily singing "Happy Birthday" to you.
If this was America and they're all like clapping and they're really going above and beyond, I'll be all for it, mate. I'll be on the table, fucking giving it some. But no, that is bleak.
Well, we just go to Hooters. They'll do it there. That'd be a good one.
I don't know what that is, mate. What's Hooters?
I'll take you. Don't worry.
Didn't they try and open one in the UK?
Oh, they have.
I feel like years ago.
They have opened one. Yeah, there was one in Nottingham. Yeah. I haven't been to it.
How do you know about that one, mate?
I had a friend that was in uni there, but I didn't go to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like, Hooters in the UK is just.
It would be like if you'd get some people putting their CVs in there, which would be. Oh, he's far. I'm not going to go into
right. Well, just pay for the Nando's and I'll do it.
Yeah.
It's a bit bleak, but there's worse things. I'd take a free meal if I just get slightly saddened and embarrassed. But yeah, pay for the Nando's. So
Okay.
I want a good Nando's though. Let's do like a 40 quid order.
Yeah.
Nando's. Like I want a.
Well, so that's a chicken breast and some fries, yeah.
Yeah, bit of broccoli as well.
Yeah.
Their tender stem broccoli that's like biting into a rock.
Yeah.
Which has not been cooked at all. Yeah. 40 quid. I'm there.
All right. Sound. Okay.
I think that says more about me than the what is worth though. Just zero shame.
Yeah.
Just a bit of free food. I'm there, mate. No problem. Did you have another? I think you said you have two, didn't you?
I do have another one, yeah. You have to, how much for you to walk around Tesco's in Rotherham on a busy Saturday with "Please talk to me, I'm lonely" written on your back while shopping?
Do you think people?
I know this was my problem.
Do you actually think people would speak to you? I don't think they would.
This is my problem with this one, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like it'd be more so in America if you went around.
Yeah, America would be awful.
Yeah, if you went. Yeah, let's
America generally. If you walk around Walmart and you look like you've got muscle, everybody just speaks to you. It's nice. They're all nice, but they also just try to speak to you.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, nobody wants to speak to you.
No, that was my issue with that. That's why.
What you should do is combine them. I have to wear a T-shirt that says "Please talk to me, I'm lonely." 2 Nando's by myself on my birthday, and then get them to sing "Happy Birthday." Then I think we're touching 100 quid to do that.
Yeah.
I think that's a little bit worse. But no, honestly, the Tesco one, I don't think people would speak. I'm purely going off of it. I've been in that Tesco.
Yeah.
The worst part of that is just going to that Tesco on a Saturday.
Yeah.
That in itself is pretty bleak.
Yeah. I went in there the other day. I saw a guy walking out with a trolley. He had 12 cases of Stella.
This is intra workout for the month, mate. He's getting it ready. He's just stocking up for the off season ahead.
It was mental. It was like a trolley full of Stella. And it was like a Tuesday.
Premier League starts soon, mate. He's getting ready. Like, what are you on about?
Oh man.
That Tesco is disgusting. Again, it's going to be cheap. 100 quid, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But if people actually start stopping and speaking to me, then it's a bad day. It's a very bad day, mate. Yeah. Right, for this episode, we are not being misogynistic or anything immature. It's just a straightforward Q&A. Now, I did put it on my story. Not had a vast majority of questions, but got some. I wrote down a few myself first that I'm interested to hear your thoughts on, mate. There was a bit of controversy on Instagram this week. I don't know if you've seen this. I say controversy. It wasn't really. It was Tom Hames, obviously my old coach, and I'll preference this by saying I love Tom. Tom and I still speak pretty often. I think he's great. I still think he's a great coach, and I think his Instagram reel was designed to get people riled up and was said in a manner to trigger people, basically to get people talking and get engagement, as Instagram is nowadays, which I respect the game. I like that.
And it worked, I think. So
it did work, yeah. So he put up a reel basically saying health sups are, and I am paraphrasing here, so go and watch the original one if you're going to leave a comment saying I've taken out of context. I know I have. Just saying that like health sups aren't going to save your blood work if you are smashing steroids. You know, a little bit of herbal stuff's not going to fix you. All these bodybuilders promote it because they get paid to, and blah 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 blah. Which I think the first part I do actually agree with, to a degree. But at the same time, they do help.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of a catch-22, I think. What are your takes on it? So I assume you saw, like, Max obviously replied about it.
Yeah. I mean, I think there is. I've seen it in my own blood work. Right, is if you add in certain health stops, it changes things and it makes things better. I think there is always going to be that level of risk when you're taking steroids that your blood markers aren't going to be perfect, and that's something I think people go in knowing, and you have to sort of accept that. But that doesn't mean just like don't take anything to reduce the risk. Like if there's studies, which there are, saying that things are going to improve blood markers when you are taking gear, why would you not use them to bring those markers like as in range as possible? I think he's like, to a degree he's right, but also use the health subs because they are going
I
to
think
help.
it's just a very generalised statement
Yeah.
that has some merit to it, but was not worded the best, I think.
But I think it was worded exactly how he wanted it to. How he wanted
Yeah,
to
it was worded great
Yeah.
for the job it was doing.
Yeah.
But the whole principle of awesome health subs won't negate the damage. They won't negate it. Totally agree there.
Yeah.
Will they, or could they potentially drastically reduce it?
Yep.
Yeah, to a degree. Depends on what we're talking about here, right? If we're talking 600 megs of train, yeah, nothing's touching it. But yeah, I think even with Tom, he was my coach for numerous years, and he was fantastic, and he's seen my blood work on cycle without taking cholesterol subs. And genetically, I've got quite poor cholesterol. Like, my HDL is just always trash, no matter if I'm on cycle, off cycle, or prep. Obviously, whenever it is, my HDL is just never over fucking 1 nanomole. It's awful.
Yeah.
But my LDL is really low, so it's not really a problem. And my ApoB and everything like that is fantastic. So cholesterol-wise, I'm absolutely fine. It's just HDL genetically is dog shite. LDL can creep up, though. And he's seen it not taking cholesterol subs, lipid subs, when my lipids were trashed. And then the only thing that changed was adding in the citrus bergamot, the red yeast, the red krill, plant sterols, all these things. And then suddenly my cholesterol was good again. So the only thing that changed was the herbal subs, and suddenly they made a big difference. So I do think it's a massive spectrum to it. Some people it'll help more than others, some people it won't help, and I think it also matters the supplement at the end of the day as well. So that was going to lead me on to my next question is most overrated supplement, and then most important supplement, your favourite supplement. I don't know the choice. I can go first here because I was thinking of the question, so I kind of mentally prep my answers. I think most overrated at the minute, just fucking hydration supplements.
I was literally thinking that.
They fuck me off. So, like, don't get me wrong. I've promoted hydration products, and I will continue to promote hydration products. But if I was on a budget, would I be buying one? Fuck no. I think they are good, and don't get me wrong, they can. And it very much matters on the hydration product. And I'm not going to go at certain brands here, because I have in the past. I have been told off by certain brands in the past. Certain brands may have messaged my old sponsors to get them to tell me off, and they turned around and said, fuck off. So I'm not going to go into which brands it is, but there are some that I think are not great, actually hydrating you. They may flavour your water and make it taste nice, and if that's the job they're doing, fantastic. Buy them. They're incredibly overpriced for what they are. When you're talking like an actual decent electrolyte profile, and that's the caveat here, because some don't, and it matters what you're looking at. Like, off the top of my head, the JP one, I think it's good. It's incredibly high in potassium, the highest in potassium of any of them, and very low in sodium. Whereas then you look at some of the others, and they'll have barely any potassium in them and shitloads of sodium. And so it's like, depends what electrolyte you're wanting and what you're actually wanting it for as to how beneficial it is. And nobody thinks about that. People just buy them just for the sake of it. It's like ESN's. Not going to sit here and promo it. It is a good hydration product. It's not the best for bodybuilders right now because it has 20 grams of carbs in. And that's because it's designed to actually hydrate people. And the carbs help the hydration because you uptake the water better. And so it's it's a fucking fantastic hydration product, but not if you're in prep.
No.
Useless.
Exactly.
So it's like, So, hydration products, I think, generally speaking, bit naff. People piss away the money on it.
Yeah.
Just add some extra salt and drink more water. And clip that for next time when you see hydroload on my story. My, probably, I think omega-3s. Like, just one that everybody knows omega-3s. Do people take them enough as they probably should? Probably not, in my opinion. They help everything: joints, brain, cholesterol, the whole lot.
Yeah.
And you can run it at pretty high dose, like the EPA and DHA, at like up to 5 grams. I'm taking 5 grams at the minute to help with my sort of recovery from the pec and everything, but I take 3 grams year round anyway. I think I've noticed such a difference when I stop taking it versus when I do, purely from a joint standpoint. which is surprising. So, but that is also because I just don't eat enough fatty fish, I guess. Other people get more omegas from their actual diet, but I certainly do not. So when I supplement it, I do notice a good amount.
Yeah. I'd say it's a bit of a controversial one, but I say for the overused would be like digestive enzymes. I think that a lot of people don't need them, and they're spending the money when they potentially can just like fix up their diet, and they don't need to be throwing in digestive enzymes to help break down the food. They're a fantastic supplement, and I would recommend them for majority of people, especially if you're pushing food higher or food is a little bit like lower and you're not able to digest everything. But at the same time, don't use that as a fix to a bad diet.
Yeah, I was going to push back, but then the way you worded it. Don't go and eat Mackies and then think because you take a digestive enzyme it's going to fix the problem, right? That's I'd agree with that. I also think a lot of the time it's more so people's stomach acidity that's the problem. If they're eating a shitload of protein, it's like, the digestive enzyme will help, but really something like a betaine HCl or apple cider vinegar in the morning or something like that will probably help break down the protein a little bit more than just if your digestive enzyme doesn't have betaine HCl, for example. Like supplements needs does from Full Ball, that's got 500 milligrams in it, I think. Whereas ESN's digestive enzyme doesn't have betaine HCl in it. So like, I will supplement with betaine HCl, like 500 milligrams with a lot of my meals at the minute because I'm eating like 370 grams of protein at the minute, I think. And without that, I would not be able to break it down. And also off the back of prep, just stomach acidity was a touch lower, so we upped that. But I'd agree. I think. I think it is misused. It's probably the best way to put it.
Yeah. That's not to say that people don't use it, because majority of people will need to use it, but don't have it as a fix for a bad diet, basically.
Do you think pre-workout? Because this is the weirdest thing about Harry for everybody listening. I must have asked him, talking 30 times over the years. It'd be like mine or be going to train. Do you want any pre? Have you had pre? Do you want any pre? Don't use pre-workout, mate. And like. Yeah. I remember distinctly you at the end of your natty prep, you were like, however many weeks, like a long prep, like 20 weeks into dieting, on your arse, absolutely dead. So you had pre-workout. I don't use pre-workout. I was like, what? You had any caffeine? I was like, I maybe have a Monster every now and then, but not daily. I was like, you're tapped, mate.
Yeah.
He was just raw dogging prep. Zero caffeine, zero pre, just straight love of the game.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. To this day, I still don't use it. I'll have like a coffee in the morning and then maybe a Monster before a leg day, and that's it. I don't. Yeah, I just don't have it. I find I get a good enough pump without needing a pump formula, and I feel like I get a good enough session without taking the caffeine and nootropics in a pre-workout. So. Yeah, but that's to say I haven't used a pre-workout to see the difference.
Yeah, I was just I could push back on the pump side of things. I think you will get a good pump. Could it be better though? You never know, mate. You never know.
I know. Yeah. But it was always one of those things. Like when I was at uni or living off a budget, I didn't want to have to spend another 30 quid on a pre-workout. So when I was absolutely fine anyway. That was my
guys.
reason.
If you're listening and you're in uni, why spend 30 quid on pre-workout when you can spend 30 quid on a Vala test?
There you go. Yeah.
Not advice. Please don't do that.
And it will last you longer. So yeah.
Good luck finding a pre-workout for 30 quid nowadays as well.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
True.
I'd agree with that. I think if you are on a budget, pre-workout's probably not on the list. But I bet it's what most people, the first supplement they go for.
Probably, yeah. And it's like you can become very, very reliant on it as well. Like I don't rely on.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
That is me, mate. Yeah.
So I didn't want to have to rely on it to be able to train. Like I didn't want to have to go somewhere, forget my pre, and be like, oh, it's gonna be an absolute shit session.
Oh, you've not lived, mate. You've not been sort of 17 with your mates going to train, and you will just take like 3 scoops of pre-workout beforehand.
That was never me.
And then your face is melting off, your ears are tingling.
Yeah.
You're getting a bit schizophrenic, like hearing things. And shit.
The first time I had beta alanine, I was you know Mac Morsia's energy drinks.
Oh yeah,
he released ages ago. I had one of those. I didn't realize it had 3 grams of beta alanine in it.
Has it got 3 grams?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
And I had it as like an energy drink on the train. And I was like, I finished it. I was still on the train. I was like, why is my face like burning? I didn't know what was going on. It was like I was trying to. It was like itch my face, itch my palms. It was like horrible. But yeah, that was the first time I actually had beta alanine, and I will never have it again because I actually hated that feeling.
It's. There you go, mate. Use ESNs. ESN doesn't have any in.
Yeah.
Their Stimprey has no beta-alanine. It's sold separately. I do have a tub of straight beta-alanine. I'm just going to spike your drinks with it whenever you're around mine. Just a bit of beta-alanine in your rice pudding, mate.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that would work?
Your rice pudding, it would mix. I'm sure it's a powder. It would mix in.
Yeah, it mix in. But would it make it like? Probably wouldn't even taste it. I might try that pre-workout beta-alanine in my rice pudding. The pump is going to be insane, mate.
Is there a flavour to the beta-alanine?
No, it's unflavoured.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm going to try it. I'm not even joking. I actually will try it.
Yeah.
I'll film it for the next. I'm not training tomorrow. I'm training Wednesday. I'll film it and put it on my story. It's either going to ruin my rice pudding or it's going to be great. Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, to conclude, I think take your health subs. I get the point as well to a degree of certain influencers maybe pushing, or I don't want to say influencers because they're not really pushing health supplements, right? But maybe bodybuilders over market it. Again, I think some of the hydration products from certain companies, maybe they are.
But like I've never promoted a pre-workout.
I was going to say that as well. I've never seen you.
Yeah, because I've been sent plenty. I don't promote them because I don't use them, so I don't know if they're good or not. So yeah.
What an honest man.
Yeah. So
yeah, but then at the same time, like especially I was really watching it. Obviously, he's not talking about me in that because I used to buy all those same supplements that I still will buy some supplements because ESN don't have as complete of a health range as I would like. There are still certain products that I want to take that they don't sell. I'll still buy them. I'm not just getting them free and taking them. I do take definitely a lot more than I probably would if I was paying for everything. Like a lot of the ESN ones, I will just take double of or triple of or just hope for the best within reason, not just for the sake of it. Like ones that have actual literature behind them that suggest taking a higher dose is still beneficial.
Just got
like the omega-3
capsules in your stomach.
Like omega-3s, I'm taking 5 grams
Yeah.
daily. That's not what's advised on the ESN
No.
bottle, right? But from literature, that is where there is still a benefit to going up to that point. You know, it's not the diminishing returns at that point, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's an interesting one. I didn't agree with the reel and the way it was put, but I get why it was put that way.
Yeah.
Moving on then, your top 3 guests to have on the pod.
Anything?
Just anything. It doesn't have to be bodybuilding related. It can be. I've done 3 that are like quite realistic that we probably could get on, and I've also done 2 that's just like it's just never happening, but it'd be cool if it did.
Okay, cool. So you've had time to prepare for this, and you put me on the spot now. Brilliant.
Yeah, I'll go first, man. I'll do my first one. I think Chris Williamson, modern podcast.
I like him.
I love Chris. Like, I was really fortunate, obviously, with Gymshark at Lift London. Like, we spent the whole weekend together and everything like that.
Yeah.
He's just class to talk to.
Yeah.
And he's
the way he talks is just like you're just locked into him.
Yeah, but he's the same in real life. Like, I've watched him and Chris Bumstead do a podcast.
Yeah.
And then I've been stood at dinner or sat at dinner watching him and Chris Bumstead talk. And they just talk the exact same as if they're on the podcast still.
It's crazy.
And they're not. And Em and I just sat there like part of the conversation, but just not speaking, just like listening to the entire thing, just like
just smiling
in awe, just like whoa, Chris and Chris, guys, whoa.
You're like the penguins from Madagascar. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
yeah. No, so I think Chris would be I don't know what I'd ask him.
No,
because
just let him ask
not
you
what's going
stuff.
on in my head.
Just let him ask you stuff.
No, it'd be all the stupid stuff, like what behind the scenes, like. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be a good conversation to have. Him and then my other 2 that are pretty realistic. We could probably get to happen eventually. Would be just like Ian Valier. Just
that'd be
cool. Love him. Like, he's just class.
Yeah.
And then Urs as well.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Don't know why. I just think Urs got quite a lot going on at the minute. I'd like to talk about and setting up his own gym and all that sort of shit. I'm just intrigued.
Did you see? It was like post Olympia when he finished. It was just after the last classic one he did. He went to a rave with the Trend Twins. Did you see the clip on Instagram? When just the 3 of them.
Yeah, I'm not sure he'd want to talk about that on a podcast. But we can ask him. How much pre-workout did you take for this rave, Urs? No, I think Urs would be class.
That'd be good.
I want to film with Urs. That is one of the only ones I've still not filmed with.
Yeah,
I've met him. He knows I like what you sound. He's class. I met Mafibo.
Because his English is very good as well.
Yeah, his English is probably better than mine is. She's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Great. So, yeah. Ian and Chris Williamson. That'd be great.
Yeah. Okay.
My slightly unrealistic ones. I say that. You never know, mate. I reckon if I DM'd Lewis Hamilton, hey, mate, fancy a pod in a few minutes, I reckon we could get him on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Lewis Hamilton or just any F1 driver.
Yeah.
Not to talk about F1, just to talk about all the, like, you get paid so much money. What do you actually spend it on, mate?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, and when you're not, like, what's the logistics of going to all these countries to drive?
Yeah.
Like, you're
because he doesn't pay for it.
Well, no, obviously not. But like Max Verstappen's got his own jet, right?
Yeah.
And Lewis probably just charters jets, but still, just
Yeah.
like the logistics of it all. He probably doesn't know himself. He probably has got an assistant that just texts him. Here's where you're checking in. Your flight leaves at this time. Be there and whatever.
Yeah.
But I just want to know what his day-to-day is like, mate. I'm just so intrigued. And you could probably say that for any seriously successful, high-paying person. I'm just so intrigued what their actual day-to-day looks like. Because I know what my day-to-day looks like, and it is so much less glamorous than what people probably think. And I'm like 1%, probably even less of than what these guys that I want to ask about are.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Like, the mad thing is as well, like, he's now with Kim Kardashian. So, like,
innit? Like,
two of
you
them
just
combined.
FaceTime her at the end of the day, mate. It's like, you're in different time zones. How was your day? Yeah, good. Just, won the Austrian Grand Prix, whatever I did. And then this had about 3 press interviews. And then I had to promo this new Dior drop. Or how was your day? Made about 2 million quid. Posted 1 photo on Instagram. That was about it.
It's mental, innit?
It's like, what does your day actually look like? I just want to know.
Yeah.
So, he was up there. And then the other one is just literally anybody from MI5.
Okay.
What does your day look like? You can't say. You can't answer. So it's a shit podcast. But just what do you do, mate? How do you get into that line of work? And what are you doing tomorrow? What's on? What's your objectives for this quarter? What have you got to do, mate? And that could also just go for anybody high up in like the military in the US. That's like, I don't know. Just want to know what's going on, mate. All the stuff that I'm not allowed to know, we definitely can't put on a podcast. But go on, mate. Just be a bit of a lad. Just tell us.
Yeah. It's difficult to think because I'm really pissed. Could you pause it a second?
I can. Wait, let me work out how to pause. I can't work out how to pause. I'll just edit this bit out because last time it was a bit much hassle. In fact, you know what? Let's see if I can answer a question. Hey guys, welcome back to Radio Rig. It's just me here now. I'm trying to load up the questions and it's taking me a little bit of time, so apologies for that one. Questions for the pod. Do you think the pec tear will make you a better bodybuilder and coach long-term due to the experience? From Jack Murphy. Yes, to be fair, it already has, in fairness. I think mindset-wise, in terms of being able to, like, I've had clients tear pecs before. I've had clients go through very difficult times in their life. And I think actually having been there and been through it makes you able to emphasise a lot more. It's very different when someone says, that must be awful, mate, or I know how awful that is, and like they've actually been there, So I think that helps, but also just I don't like reading, and I've read for hours on just papers on different like studies done by different universities and all this research on healing tendons and all this sort of stuff. Hi mate, I carried on the podcast without you and it was actually better, so just stay quiet for me please. But yeah, anyway, I've read so many studies on everything, and obviously that's all new knowledge that I wouldn't have read on if I hadn't gone through this, and obviously with that you can draw to other stuff, and it has made me more knowledgeable on that sort of stuff. And yeah, so with the empathy side, I was just telling them all how tearing my pec has probably made me a better coach and bodybuilder long term due to the experience, and that was my plan all along, guys. I actually I went to Harry like, watch this, mate. I'm going to tear my pec this set because I want to be the best coach possible. And Harry was there, so Harry had the first-hand experience as well.
Yeah.
So he's now also got that wisdom.
Yep.
So you're welcome, guys. Basically.
Eagles coaching, link in description.
Yeah. It's probably not, to be honest, but it's on the Instagram page. So, any guests you want to think of, or should I carry on with the questions?
Yeah, I was going to go with David Lade, purely because of like how successful he was so young, and like
not the most talkative, mate. Don't think he'd be great on a podcast. Really nice.
Not the most talkative.
No.
that's like the opposite of what I get from like his early.
Mate, just not having it.
He seems like he just talks like non-stop.
For those very short clips edited into the video, yeah, sure, mate.
He just always seems like.
Has he ever done a podcast?
Yeah,
I've not seen one, so I think that's probably. Has he done one with Chris Williamson?
I thought he did, but I don't.
He may have done.
I don't think I've watched it. No.
Yeah, so I'll shoot that one down, mate. I think, I would love to. I don't think he would. And obviously, if the guest does the podcast, doesn't really want to do it, probably not going to be a great podcast.
Yeah. Well, going off your Chris Williamson, Alex Hormozy would be a good one to have a chat.
Yeah, that would be class.
Yeah.
Hi, mate. Here's my business. Rip it apart and help me make more money.
Yeah.
Do you ever listen to his podcast?
Yeah.
In prep, I loved it. Like when you get people just calling up with their problems and he just solves it like straight away.
It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah.
It's just like, fuck. It's quite simple, actually. I know I've done it before.
Yeah. The way he goes about it is like he just has a different mind to most people. But it's mad that like his wife is exactly the same as him.
Yeah.
They're just like just both very, very business orientated. It's very cool.
Yeah, it is.
My other one was if we can go back in time to 2007.
Yeah.
It has to be an in-person one, I think. That's
in-person podcast. It's just going to be Harry shooting his shot with 2007 Megan Fox.
Yep.
Nice. Right then, question number one. Number two now, because I already answered one. Marcel Kimura. Smashed it. That's definitely
well done. Yep.
Once your left shoulder heals, are you going to train only that side for a while to make it match the other? No. This people greatly. I get the principle. I also think people just like bodybuilders are fucked, mate. This is what I've learned. The amount of questions I've had and all this sort of stuff. Like, and I've not. It's been nearly 5 weeks since I tore my pec.
Yeah.
Max was literally saying to me in the gym today, like, "Oh, you don't look like you've lost any size." I was like, "I don't feel like I've lost any size. I think I've got softer." But also that's just because cycle changed, came down, and I stopped obviously training as much.
Yeah.
Food stayed pretty high, so I probably have got a little bit softer. I had a week where I couldn't move really, so that's the only change. Muscle-wise, I don't really think it's changed.
No, I mean, I saw you sat down in the gym the other day, and like I can still see like your tricep was coming out the side of your top, like you're on your bad arm. It was like,
But like, what I mean by bodybuilders are fucked is I think people, and probably myself included at times, is like, we think if we don't train for like a week, our arms, everything's going to deflate.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't think you understand how hard it is to lose muscle. And also, just because I'm now training, this is the other question, like, if you're training the other side, is that not going to get way bigger? It's like, mate, how hard is it to grow muscle?
Yeah.
How long and how hard you have to train to actually build a noticeable amount of muscle? Fucking months and months and months, right? And it's like, it's going to be maybe, let's say, another month or two until I can do a little bit on this side for like my back and my arm and stuff. Obviously not chest directly, but like my shoulder a little bit, back definitely, and arm. I'll be able to train within like another 6 to 8 weeks, I'd say probably.
Yeah.
So that means it's only going to have been out for I'm 5 weeks now. Another, let's say 8, like 3 months, just over 3 months. It's like just training this side for 3 months. It's not suddenly going to be noticeably bigger. There's going to be an imbalance. Yes, there's going to be an imbalance regardless. It's not going to be drastic because people forget that like. Just because I'm training this side, funnily enough, when you physically can't move your pec, you can't use this arm to brace, you can't actually train this side very well.
Yeah.
I'm moving, I'm getting a bit of a pump, I'm not setting any records, right? There's not much progressive overload happening. I go in the gym, I'm still doing the same weight on this side that I was doing 2 weeks ago. I've not progressed it. I fucking can't really.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm training this side probably 25% or 30% less optimally than I was before anyway. And I'm just not training this side. So it's like, am I really building that much muscle, or am I more so just maintaining stuff? Probably maintaining stuff. And then with the whole cross-education training, that kind of prevents a little bit of the loss that's going to occur on this side anyway. So it's like, when you factor all that in, and then you actually realise it's probably only 3 months, and you factor in, I'm still taking 300 milligrams a test, I'm probably going to be okay. There's not going to be suddenly a massive noticeable difference.
No.
So, everybody needs to stop panicking. You're not going to lose muscle. I think when people go on holiday and they're like, "Oh, I'm scared to not stop training for a week."
Yeah,
like,
that was. I've been like that in the past. Yeah.
We touched on the other podcast. It's like, you're gonna be fine, lads. Funny enough, I think there is literal studies to say that you have to completely stop training for like at least 2 weeks before any sort of atrophy can even begin to start. And that's obviously in completely natural, normal people.
Yeah.
And that's when it even begins. And then the rate of it is going to be... Like, you see it with old bodybuilders as well. Like, if you've got good genetics, then you still train to a degree. It's like, you look at Phil Heath. Phil Heath is absolutely huge still. Marcus Rule, absolutely massive still.
Yeah.
It's like, it is quite hard to lose muscle. So, yeah, that one rattles me because when people are just interested, it more rattles me just because bodybuilders actually are... Their brains are skewed. We all have weird perceptions of stuff.
Plus, like, alongside that, when you come back and actually train properly again on both sides, like the muscle memory, that that is a thing. Like, it's not. That's not a myth. That is a thing. It will come back quicker than you got it first time.
Yeah.
And
in fairness, I agree with that. To actually answer the question, will I train only that side? No, I will just do a fair bit more unilateral work where I always start with my weaker. I'll just punch the mic. Where I always start with the weaker side, and then let's say this side, my weaker side, fails at 10 reps. I will just stop at 10 reps on my good side.
Yeah.
So that I'm not progressively overloading this side past it. It's like, whatever this does, I will just match with this side. You do that for long enough, it'll balance out. Yeah. As you do with any imbalance anyway. But imbalances are quite hard to build. The biggest issue will be mobility and just getting this side firing again because it's not been trained and it's all been messed around with and tendons are moved and bones have been drilled into. I did get my op report for how the op went. And I was reading it all. It was a bit gross and graphic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if I could find it now, it'd be probably quite funny. So I'll bring it to the next episode.
Okay.
For some of the stuff they did, but it was just like, there was 0 tendons to be found.
Oh.
And then they're just like drilling into my bone for a bit. And it's just makes me queasy reading it. But what won't make you queasy is this fantastic question from Ep.09. Mayo flavoured whey or gravy flavoured whey?
Gravy
as well.
Gravy.
Yeah, I cannot do mayonnaise.
I don't like it. Yeah.
Mayonnaise, like, honestly, that and pickles, two worst things ever made.
Yeah. You picked your fiance wisely.
Yeah, no, she loves them, but she just like absolutely loves pickles. Gravy flavoured whey.
I think I don't know. I don't know what I mean.
I've never wanted to put whey paste on my chicken and rice before, but you come up with that. I'm questioning
I've seen people do it.
What, whey paste on chicken and rice?
Yeah,
that is mental.
Yeah, they'll use like a little bit less chicken and a little bit of whey, and like put it on their rice with like.
At that point, you'd have gone too far. Just get into the off season, mate. You've gone too far. I've done like. Do you ever put rice in? Like, do you have a rice cooker?
No.
See, I'll put rice in the rice cooker, not check if I've got any chicken in the house. My rice will be done. Then I'll go in the fridge to get what I think I've got chicken or something. I've got nothing left. So then I had to do like just a protein shake and a bowl of rice before. But I've not mixed them. I've just drank I've done IsoClear.
Yeah.
I've just drank basically like fruit squash and then just eaten plain rice.
Yeah.
But I feel like
I've done that before as well. Yeah.
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 It's quite nice. Like, just weirdly, a bowl of rice is actually quite enjoyable.
Yeah.
Bit of salt, you're good to go. But yeah, I think the closest thing to that is the chicken waffle flavoured whey that ESN did.
I never tried it. Was it
any
any good?
2 tubs of it downstairs, mate. I was cleaning out the kitchen, I found it, I was like, hell yeah. It just tasted of maple syrup. It didn't really like waffly. It didn't really taste of chicken at all.
Yeah. Because I think Perform did a tikka masala flavour at one point as well, which I never tried. Yeah. Yeah, I think I was too far into prep to want to risk a chicken tikka flavoured whey, to be honest.
I could probably have done that when I was fucking not going to the toilet. This is a good one. What is worth question from Ben McKee. I hope you're doing well, Ben. One of my old clients. How much money? This is like a what is worth question. How much money to not be able to get a haircut or shave for a year?
Are you going body shave as well?
Nah, just neck up.
Okay.
Neck up. Ooh, I've done it for, I think, 6 or 8 weeks.
That was it.
Prep.
Was that it?
It was like, I think it may even be 6. It was like just before Christmas.
Yeah.
To start of February. It was generally 5 or 6 weeks.
That got bad as well.
It was awful. It was really bad. Yeah.
I'll
try and find the photo whilst you give your answer.
I think the longest I went was lockdown, and obviously I still shaved my face, but my hair grew out a lot. and that was weird. I like my hair will grow, so it will get down to like my shoulders by in a year's time, which will be strange. I will have to do like a top knot of some description, which I never want to do. But yeah.
Oh, if people listen to the audio, just go and look at the.
Christ.
I mean, the side view's worse. This, I just did not shave or cut my hair for 5 weeks, and it is bad.
Damn. Yeah, that is bad.
It's like if I'd left that for a year. Oh,
that's
questionable.
Yeah, no, because you got to remember you got to still post. You're potentially going to compete.
I did still post with that, and I don't know why people didn't call me out.
I think I did.
I don't know why more people didn't call me out.
Yeah, I'd do it for 50k. I'd do it for, I reckon.
Thing is, I think once I'm past that part, it's like
it's not getting.
It doesn't really get worse. It's like it's just it's the fact you can't even shape it, so it's going to be out here as much as it's down here. The hair's all right. I think the hair you can just brush it back or whatever you do with it. It's like top knot. It's bad, but it's not awful.
Yeah,
it's the beard for me. It like grow up to like my eyes. My neck could be like down there. It'd be really bad.
The worst bit is like for me when the tash goes like over your lip. That's horrible. I
and would probably leave me. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's for a year. Like 75k. It is a lot. Just because I hate having a beard as well.
How much to step on stage at the end of it?
Would just look like Mike. If I just shaped it a little bit, it's Mike's beard.
No cutting.
No shaping. Well, at that point, I just have to go open. You can't step on a classic stage with that. So yeah, still 75k. Yeah, it's just bleak. But that is mental. Because like, if you said how much like you to this was going to be on what's worth for next week, it was like how much just for me to pick your haircut. Your next haircut, I just get to choose it. It's like because whatever you say, I'll be careful.
Yeah.
But like I would let you do that for honestly like $2,000.
Well, let me pick your haircut.
Just a haircut, yeah. Because it's like it can't obviously get longer; it can only go shorter. It's like I'd get a buzz cut for $2,000, basically. Is what I'm saying. I'd go bold for $2,000 because that's as bad as it can get. It's just whatever, right?
I wouldn't even do that. I'd do like all the fancy like art shit in your hair.
The R9 trim. It's like but even if I get that, keep it for a week, then I'd just shave that off. I'm bald, sound. I just let it grow back now. I'd do that for $2,000. But it's like to just not shave. It's the beard.
Yeah.
It's the beard. Yeah. If I couldn't grow facial hair, sound like $1,000. I'd grow my hair out for a year for like $1,000. Honestly, I wouldn't. But yeah.
Oh, I have a. We were speaking about. Oh, go on. You go first.
This question, I know. Say what you were going to say first. We'll come back to it.
I was in Tesco. We were talking about Tesco's earlier. I found sugar-free fruit twist Fanta in cans. Have you had this flavour?
Mate, that's been out for. Is that just normal fruit twist?
No, zero sugar one.
Yeah. Zero sugar fruit twist, mate. I've been like 8 years old at my grandparents and they've had that.
No, I've only seen this in the last year. I don't know where I've been.
Mental, mate. Maybe down south they don't have it yet. That has been around forever.
Well, that's annoying me because I've only just found it. But I had it was a pack of eight for £4 in Tesco, so pick them up.
Lovely, mate. I'm happy for you. You enjoy that.
Yeah, that was my favourite flavour growing up as a kid. So
yeah, I am craving one now. You've seen that. We had some like the other week in the fridge, but they've all gone now. I am going to say your name, Mr. Cal Curry. How much to have a year shitting out whey paste, but you can change flavour each time. Cheers, mate. That really helps.
Why does it need to change flavour? You're not going to eat it.
I don't know. That's what really tickled me because I was reading it thinking, what the fuck? And then he said, you can change flavour though. I'm like, yeah, classmate, cheers. Right, we don't actually need to answer that one. No, that just really tickled me. Dumbest moment / brain phase you've had in the gym, non-injury related. Thanks, Julian Panga. But change that just to prep in general. What was your worst prep brain moment?
Um,
I've had a few, but I actually can't remember them.
Tricky one. Yeah, I remember having a few as well. There was definitely one this prep where I was like, I drove the wrong way to the gym. I think I like started driving to my old gym in Reading, and the other one was like the other way, like completely the other direction. And yeah, I was like really pissed off because I was like, I've driven about 20 minutes in the wrong direction. I've now got to drive about 50 minutes to the actual gym. So yeah, that was
I've definitely done stuff where I've put. Like I've gone to open the fridge to put the kettle back in the fridge. I poured, like from the kettle, I poured water into my rice pudding, gone to put the kettle back, and I've gone to put it back in the fridge as if that's where it goes. And then you realise I've done that like that. Honestly, maybe a daily occurrence in prep.
Yeah.
I've definitely been driving before, behind a car, waiting for it to like go, but I think it was just a parked car on the side of the road. But I thought it was a, whatever.
Yeah.
I've done that. I definitely sat there for like a good few minutes thinking, why is this car not going? Like looking, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I just go around and just like, what are you doing, mate? Then realise it's just a parked car.
Yeah. Yeah. I've left my cream of rice in the freezer to go to the gym for like when I was post workout, and it's just like an ice block when I get home, which is that.
Why is it in the freezer? Oh, because you cool your cream of rice down, don't you?
Yeah, yeah. But like, I'll put it in the freezer. I'll make it, put it in the freezer, and then move it to the fridge before I leave for the gym. But I'll get back and it's just an ice block, and I'm like in prep. This is my favorite meal of the day, and I can't eat it.
Yeah. There's got to be. I'll have a think. If I remember any, I'll bring them to the next step because there's definitely a fair few. In the gym, I don't know if I've ever had actually any in the gym. Misloading sides occasionally, like that. Obviously, rarely. Like it does happen, especially with like prime stuff. I'll take a plate off one peg, and then just go to store the plate. Accidentally put it on like one of the top or bottom pegs, and then one side's like loaded with. That's all the usual stuff. Like that happens now, even when I'm not like got prep brain. So yeah, never had anything when traveling. That's always been pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't lose things. I'm pretty organised, so like I don't never misplace stuff. I think other people are worse ones. Did you bodybuild on a budget in your early days / college, etc.? And how did you manage? This is a good question for you as well as myself. That was obviously an American that asked that. I did not go to university, which is what I think he means by college. But I did bodybuild in college, which in the UK is when you're 17 and 18. I prepped in college. Budget-wise, yes. But I was natural, which drastically reduces cost. So, yeah, no need for blood work or any of that stuff. It was literally just food and sups and paying for the show. Budgeting-wise, this was during COVID. This is back in the day. I was working night shifts at Asda and going to college, and that was about it. Just save money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't really have an exciting one. Couldn't do it for too long. I was pretty fortunate. So then I started coaching, and I was still living at home, so expenses were minimal. And to be fair, my parents were I was pretty fortunate. They were very helpful. Like, we didn't really have like family dinners per se. So if mum was at the shops, she'd be like, "Do you need anything?" I'd be like, "Oh yeah, just the biggest pack of chicken you can get." So then I'd occasionally get away with some chicken to help me out. And rice was obviously dirt cheap, and I just ate cereal pretty much in my early days. It was cereal, chicken and rice, cereal. Yeah. And maybe like a shake before bed. Yeah. I used to blend oats and whey, so all my foods were pretty cheap. What about yourself, mate? You probably had a longer experience in uni than myself.
Yeah, I think in uni,
pay for uni as well.
Huh?
You have to pay for like stuff in uni.
Yeah, you had to, pay rent, which luckily my parents covered. Well, the loan that I get covered my rent, and then Dad like subsidised the rest of it on top of it. So I was lucky in that sense. And when I was at home, like in holidays, like my parents bought the food for me. Like I'd tell them what I needed for the Tesco shop, and she'd get it for me. So very fortunate again, like yourself. But when I was actually at uni, I was pretty much like dependent on my own income from like when I was working at the pub when I was at Christmas and summer. So I basically like save up in each holidays when I was at home, and then it would pretty much go while I was at uni. But it was going on what I wanted it to go on, food. gym membership, travel to the gym.
Well, you weren't really going out, were you? So you weren't,
Exactly.
That's what everyone spends the money on. Like, a night out adds up very quickly.
Yeah, that's what I said to myself and said to people. Is like, I'm not spending the money on going out drinking and other things every night. I'm going and spending it on what I want to do and actually being something
Not
productive.
just buying grams of coke, mate.
I wasn't, no.
Oh, fucking hell, you've missed out, mate. That's what I heard uni's all for.
Yeah, no, that wasn't me. I got for free off a
If
roommate.
I suddenly go to uni at like 30 years old and in midlife crisis, you know why I've gone, mate.
Yeah, I didn't have to buy it. I got for free off my roommate, so that was fine.
But I just stole it, mate. Just nabbed it from the roommate.
But yeah, no, yeah, it's just you got to be mindful of what you're doing because obviously it gets expensive, like especially when you go down the assisted route. But it's just like I didn't budget it too much. I was just mindful of okay, let's go to Lidl, not Tesco. Let's go to let's go to Pure Gym, not Ultraflex. I did the other way around and spent way too much money traveling to Ultraflex every day, but in my opinion, that was worth it for me because it was all I was doing.
Yeah, I think a lot of it just comes. There are cheaper way to do things, right? I've done a whole video on bodybuilding on a budget. It is still to this day my best performing video on YouTube, so I may just recreate it in a few months because it's been a few years now. But even in that, I break down like cheap food sources and stuff. You can make your meal plan quite cheap, it turns out. People always go, oh, chicken thighs instead of chicken breasts, but it's like, one, chicken thighs actually have horrific macros if you look at it, and two, they're not even that much cheaper. Like nowadays, they're near enough the same price.
Yeah. If you go and buy frozen chicken breasts, that makes it a lot cheaper.
Yeah. You'd also probably not enjoy it as much, but it is cheaper. But like your protein's always going to be one of your biggest expenses. Fats and carbs are null and void. It's like if you just buy oats, rice, and do rice flour instead of cream of rice, suddenly it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Like whey protein's expensive nowadays, but if you buy it in bulk and if you buy it when there's a sale, like if Black Friday's coming up, for example, not even soon, but like if you just saved up from now till then, bought loads of it when it's like 50% off, you have just saved yourself significant amounts of money because you know you're going to need it.
Yeah.
So if you can save in advance and then spend it when there is a sale on, that obviously helps. But like, yeah, just get your basics: potato, rice, oats, and then do rice flour, not cream of rice, and then suddenly your carbs are all dirt cheap. Yep. Fats, oil. Don't do dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is so expensive. All my clients are sat there being like, yeah, but you program it for all of us. It's like, yeah, because it's what I eat and what I enjoy, so I program it. But I do swap it, like, but most fats, for some people I just put olive oil, and you do that in all your meals. Great fat source. Really, not cheap, but cheaper.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would, it's so obvious, but just actually know your finances. Know how much you're coming in, know how much your meal plan costs, know what your outgoings are. If you are planning to save for a show, competing is very expensive, but you know the expenses. You know when you're competing, you know where you're competing. Book your hotel in advance, so you do not need an apartment. An apartment for competing is luxury, and by apartment I mean somewhere with kitchen facilities. Yes, it makes it easier. It is not essential. All of my shows I did in the UK, not once have I ever stayed somewhere with kitchen facilities. I would always just do like Premier Inn, Travelodge, whatever. Just take all my food prepped in a cool bag and just have too much of it basically ready. And then if my coach said, however much of this rice, I'd just dish out the rice, leave the other stuff in there. And that's how I always did it. So it's like, then suddenly it's like pretty cheap. It's like 50 quid for a night. And the show itself depends on the show, but you know what those expenses are going to be like. You can make it manageable. You just have to know in advance and save and work more, put more hours in, right?
Yeah.
From two out of touch blokes who are unemployed and just coach for a living now.
Yeah.
And get all their supplements for free. What a great people to ask for budgeting. No, we did actually do it once and still do occasionally. What is the difference in the US style of training of Kyle compared to the UK coaches? Again, I think a lot of these questions are just for me to rant about. There isn't. There is, but there isn't. And what I mean by that is nowadays with coaching and Instagram and social media, it's bodybuilding is just globalized, right? There are different styles. I wouldn't say those styles are necessarily that heavily country specific anymore. Like, generally speaking, sure, if I found someone from the UK, if I had to guess what type of training they did, I would just guess like top set, back off set, because that's what's mega popular over here. Over in America, is it occasionally generally going to say a little bit higher volume? Sure, that's what's been more popularised over there. But at the same time, it depends who their coach is. more so as to what their training style is going to be like. There is not a dramatic difference. With Carl, yes, it was a little bit higher volume, which I enjoyed. Because I also think in the UK as well, people get caught up with trying to do as little volume as possible. Not even just UK, but just like optimal lifters, should we say. Yeah. Trying to make everything as low volume as possible. And then it's like, you are just actually not doing enough because your sets to failure are just not good enough. And now suddenly you're only doing one set on that exercise. It's like...
But there'll be like 16, 17-year-olds who just need to batter themselves training. Like when you're younger, just like go in and do as much as you can recover from, basically.
I was actually having this conversation with my clients this morning because he was effectively like overtraining because he just loved throwing drop sets in there. And he is, I think, 17 or 18 years old. He just loves to train. And his training used to not be the best form, like pretty poor weight, like, you know, just classic, too much weight on the T-bar, just shrugging it, not really rowing it and using your back. We've since fixed all of that, and now he's still throwing in all these drop sets and stuff. So he's actually stimulating the muscle and now just absolutely annihilating it because he's doing all these drop sets. And it's like, you've lost your pump again. You probably need to deload, like, you're just not recovering from it. And there's just the whole conversation of like, some people just don't train enough, and then other people just bury themselves on belief. If you had to pick one as a younger athlete, I'd just bury yourself beyond belief. I think people can recover from so much more than what people say. In saying that, I was really excited for this off season because I was like, I'm going to go back to what I used to do get quite heavy, like pressing, like just get quite strong, move a lot of weight, but then also do a little bit higher volume. Because when I started working with Carl, I pulled back on some weights and stuff, and I was really excited to just get strong as fuck again and do that sort of stuff. That didn't go very well, mate. I'm going to be heavily sat in the camp of higher volume from here on out. Because, week 2 or 3 of the off season, my pec snapped. So, there's not a massive difference. Maybe slightly higher volume over there, but generally speaking, it's train hard and recover from it, and then you grow. Whether that takes you 4 sets or you're going to do 2, great. Whatever you can actually get the work from, fine. If there was a single definitive way of training that was the categoric best, everybody would do it. Funnily enough, there's not. So there is just not one single way of training that's going to work. So don't overthink it. Just go and train. Make sure you can recover from it. And if you're recovering just fine, try doing a bit more and see what happens.
Fuck around and find out, basically.
Just don't do that on an incline Smith press because I did find out and it's not good.
But if you do, let me know and I'll come spot you.
Harry's a fantastic spot. You actually were, to be fair.
That
I think back about that like easily every day at the minute.
Yeah.
But, I can't remember the whole thing so vividly. It's like I remember pressing, or like as I sort of pressed the first one, easy. Second one slowly coming down, pop, snap, and I literally just went, "Ow, ow, Harry, take it." My pec's gone, but I was still holding the weight just fine.
Yeah.
And then I helped you press it back up, and I just sat forward. And I was like, "My pec's gone."
Because I didn't lift that up. I'll tell you that now.
I
It wasn't just me.
Because obviously now we know that my clavicular head was still intact, perfectly fine. I just all upper chest, bro. Was just that good at engaging with it. I just purely pressed it with my upper chest. But it just does. It makes me cringe so much the fact that I just know I pressed that with just no muscle attached.
But when we were at B Modified on Saturday, someone came up to me and said, "Oh, I'm just going on an incline Smith. Do you mind spotting me?" I was like, "Right, fuck off."
So you didn't want to spot? He's just taking the piss.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
great. What you're known as now, mate. But right. We actually got a pretty good episode out there. Who knew we had so much to talk about, mate? I'm going to go non-verbal for the rest of the weekend. It's Monday. I'm going to go non-verbal for the rest of the evening and then go to bed. But right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please please subscribe, right? Can we at least hit like 500 subscribers? Because then when I ask guests to come on, it's not as embarrassing because we've at least got 500 subs. And then they actually might come on. Not that anybody said no yet. I'm too ashamed to ask, but we eventually will. And next episode we do. So leave... if you're still watching at this point, here's your gift. Right, next week we're gonna have, this week actually, we're gonna have Mr. Croggan, Josh Croggan, and Tom Stockton from the Board Shorts and Banter podcast on. Purely because they're our really good mates and it'd be quite funny. But any questions for the 4 of us, please do drop below. If you got to this point, the 3 of you left watching, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.